I'm recording right now. You guys, you still sound okay?
Sorry, we can always.
Just 1, 2, 3. Here we
Check.
3, 2.
All right, sorry about that, folks, but we had a little power outage here.
Damn you, there you are.
Damn you. But we're back. We're back, Jack.
Classic, eh?
Unbelievable. Bray Wyatt, damn you.
Tell you what, man.
We're here.
We're here, John.
Unreal, man. Hollywood, pick up right where you left off. Back to business.
I got a writing error. I didn't do anything. It says writing error.
Is it still recording?
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
No, you said that the last time we lost it. I have to stop it, Mike, because that's the exact same thing it did the last time.
Just put your finger up. Go 1 second.
Just hold on a second,
1 second.
because this is what I did the last time. You
And
said it
another
was still
one.
recording, and I said yes to it, and we lost the whole thing.
That's the idea of being live, gentlemen.
We're live.
We're live.
Mistakes and all.
Yeah, shock and all.
I think we've had a little bit of everything happen at this point, Cheech, so nothing
I
should
think so.
surprise us
Yeah.
at all.
But like we were talking about, it is the anniversary of the blackout. We all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21 years.
8/14/2003.
Can the folks still hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So we're kind of where we're at. Where this is going to have to be a reset on this.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do? Just we want to do live here?
We're going to go live.
We're just going to do live.
We're going to go
do that.
live.
not-
We got the recording going.
We're not going to record this.
There's no going back now, damn
Go
you.
back, jackass.
I
Okay.
mean, if it stops spinning, then just hit record.
Yeah. I wonder I'm just curious if the
That's
drops
rather
are still
fast.
working.
They're losers.
Is that coming across over there? Okay, so
Wonderful.
we're just going to record and just pretend this
Beautiful.
is on
Yeah.
an audio track, and it's not. So here's our very first live,
Is it?
for real live. God
What up,
damn it.
though?
It is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
So do we have gold on the recording? Are you recording?
No, it's stopped. I mean,
okay, just hit record again.
we're going to try and record again and see what happens, if it'll let me. Well, actually, I got to save that one if it's going to let me. Why is this
All right, Hollywood, so just pick up where you left off, man.
So yeah, there we go. The week's going good. You know, I'm sure a lot of people know, you know, that a lot of the business of the big three going through major changes. So I'm sure we all see it on the on 2, 4, and 7. What can you do about it? You know, Hollywood ain't gonna stop being Hollywood. So on to you, Grandmaster B.
And they can hear us and the drop, so we're all good.
Yes,
we just got to
all
rock
good.
it. We got to rock
it's
it.
Tell
just,
you.
man, it's just bad luck with this damn. I don't know, maybe it isn't.
So they're going to all electric vehicles, huh?
They're trying to push it very deep.
Push.
Very deep.
Electricity is tough, people. It's tough, you know. Sometimes it'll pop up or sometimes it'll just shut down. You know, you never fucking know.
Very, very high.
At random times too.
Random
right?
times, you know.
Just
And
like
damn you, Steve Miller, I did pay my bill. Damn you.
yes, he did.
It wasn't just me. Damn you, Miller. Damn you.
Yeah, so like we were just talking, and that was one of the things I was going to mention was the 21st anniversary of when 8 states lost all that power,
Yeah.
and that was crazy. Everybody remember we were just talking about this outside.
and tell them how that started, Brian.
It started with supposedly a power line, a tree fell on a power line in Ohio. And then that kind of was the trickle down of all this demise that what ended up happening, which I still can't believe. But Easy E, you said you were part of that or something? Or
I was in Colorado. I worked for a company called WOW. I'm sure you guys have it out here, but they have a call center there.
Sometimes you say,
On
"Wow,
that-
that's my cable."
On that trip to Colorado, did you pick up a dog there?
So what happened was I went and I was on the phone working all day long trying to keep people connected because that's what you had to do.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But yeah, no, you always remember that. But I just found out my neighbor is ecosexual. Ecosexual, yeah. She's in a relationship with an oak tree. I had to get that. I just had to get that.
Would the oak tree's name be Woody?
I went to a German Chinese restaurant the other night. I had sweet and sauerkraut. Sweet and sour, yeah, sweet and sauerkraut.
Sweet and sour.
Fucking jokes are terrible. I know, man.
Killed the delivery.
It was great. That one I was questioning. That one flopped.
I kind of wish the power would go out now.
Just for you? You can have that. So, no, like Fillie was saying, got up north last week, which was great. A week ago today, I was up there. And again, congratulations to you. I think
Thank
that
you,
was
sir.
huge.
Thank you.
Very good stuff.
Yeah.
Asked Steve to join the live broadcast.
Very cool.
It was great. I mean, the weather was good. We had a nice time. But unfortunately, my wife works for one of these hospitals that just got cyber attacked.
Oh, wow.
And so it was mandatory that she had to come to the office to get a new laptop because everything that they had was, hacked, including everybody's individual laptops, the whole system. So they had to get into the headquarters, turn in their laptops, and wait for a new one to be set up. And so we had to cut our little vacation short. So instead of leaving on Sunday, what's up, Steve? You look upside down, dude. What are you, laying on your bed or something? What's going on with you, man? You shouldn't have took that many gummies, dude. You're all sideways, bro.
Going on,
there you go, man. Know what I'm saying, man?
I'm floating, man.
Yeah.
What up, Miller Time?
Man.
He's like, it's Miller time, man.
There he is. There he is. Yeah, so other than that, I mean, we'll get into some new stuff here. But, yeah, I mean, good few days away, but I wish I could have stayed the extra 2.
Yeah,
know?
100%. It's all good, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to get away sometimes and recalibrate,
Yeah, I went to another concert. That's how I made up for losing my time up north. So I ended up going to see the Zach Brown Band. And I don't know if you guys are, Kenny Chesney, but he's a pretty big popular country singer. He draws, it's like a stadium. People are nuts for this guy. He did a good show, but I got to tell you, man, Zach Brown killed it, man. He was good.
Zach Brown's badass.
Oh my gosh,
Love
are they
that band.
good, man? Like he's got. I mean, we're not talking like he had 2 drum players. He had a horn section.
Yeah.
Keyboards. I mean, he was like a.
So he was the opening act. So Uncle Cracker came out during Kenny Chesney's set.
Well, Uncle Cracker opened it, and then there was Morgan something or another, a country girl, and then Zach Brown, and then right after Zach Brown, about 35 minutes later, that's when Kenny Chesney took the stage, and he went like 2.5 hours straight. I mean, he's a lot of energy. I think I know a lot of his songs, but I didn't know half of the ones he was playing. So I just pretended I was singing those songs.
Yeah.
A couple $20.50 mixed drinks later, because that's how much mixed drinks are at these concerts. I was shocked.
Whoa, Nelly.
I said to my wife, I said, hey, want to get a couple drinks, man? She's like, yeah, well, I looked, I'm like, well, I can't buy these, but I just offered to buy them. And like, yeah, you want to go to a game, go to a concert, $20.50 to get
For a mixed drink.
cheap.
Damn.
This thing was not even 8 ounces. $20.50.
Did you get the big, tall, fluffy, foo-foo drink?
No, this was just a regular. It was Blue Chair, rum, and something else. It was like they had a signature cocktail for that concert because he owns like some kind of he's got some vested partnership with this rum company. So it was like, oh, that's the drink of the night. Give me 2 of them. It was like, fuck, it's all watered down. It was like nothing but $41 later. I'm like,
scam you, man.
man, are they hitting you in the pocketbook? Just stupid.
If you'd have got one of those bigger drinks like Mike was talking about, those come with a happy ending. Just saying.
Very large drinks.
It's a little
Very,
guy.
very
man.
large, huge
Finish
drinks.
off.
Very large, very
Yeah.
large.
Yep. So,
Well, let's get into the news. Sports, and more.
Tom Brokaw.
What I was saying was news, sports, and more.
that's right.
All right, Cheech, what do you got news-wise you want to wrap about? Brass?
News-wise, what do we got here? Well, my news-wise, what do I have? Oh, I got that over here.
This is a fine-tuned program, folks.
Yeah,
Very
it's very
fine-tuned.
fine-tuned.
Glad you did your homework, Chi.
He needs some milk.
You're making Miller smoke.
You caught the boy flat-footed, did you?
The boy's mine's a
The
little
boy's
pickle
got
down
2
there. The
left
boy
feet, I'm gonna tell
mine.
you. Grip. Goddamn left feet right there.
But news-wise, our country is about to go to war, and that's no joke. We're just kind of like, it's almost like the whole world is just hanging on that.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
They're waiting
They are waiting,
very patiently, but they're waiting.
and then in the other part of that was what are you doing?
I'm waving to Steve. He's upside down still. You're sideways.
Yeah.
Keep going.
There he is.
Fixed it. Thank you.
That fucker, he's feeling good right now.
What's going on?
Hitting that vape, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So there's a lot of churches and a lot of religious groups that are saying that we could possibly be coming to the end of times because of all these. I think it's all speculation, but you do hear them talking more and more and more about sort of like the rapture or the beginning of the rapture, because they keep saying how we might have power outages. Like right around September, stuff like that. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that we are coming to that?
Well, we just had a power outage, so we're fucked.
Yeah, man,
Just had a little power.
it's happening right now. I hope there's no war, but
No.
you know, we're in different times right now. There's a lot of volatility, man.
There is.
Like you said, there's movements of different, you know, submarines, right? They
Yeah.
moved that one to the Middle East,
Yep.
nuclear submarine. So they don't normally announce when those submarines go where they go, but
No.
the U.S. made it very known to the Middle East. We're deploying a submarine out there,
Yeah.
and you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's scary to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, you can fear the unknown, but choose not to. You know,
Yeah.
carry on as
Yeah.
you normally would.
Day to day routines.
You got to keep your eyes on that kind of stuff because it's going to affect all of us
Go ahead.
at a time or another. So I think you got to be cognizant of it, but you can't live in fear either.
No, I agree.
That's kind of where I'm at on it. So Hollywood, what do you got, man?
Well, I'm sure you guys all heard about this Mpox breakout in Africa.
Just heard about that today.
Yeah, massive outbreak. I guess it's shit like deep lacerations that can get infected and everything like that. So they're keeping an eye on that. I'm sure we heard of the guy that came out and shot that guy because his daughter touched the mulch.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking ridiculous?
Yeah.
People.
Touched
Hey, my
the
God.
guy's mulch, and he came out and blew the father away.
Wow. That's crazy.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. So you see a lot of stupidity and crazy shit going on in the world. You know what I mean? Like, so some can buy into it, as days come, and you see nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? 2000, we thought it might have been over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going into the new, but I mean, it is what it is. If it's gonna come, bring it. You just don't know. But like you said, we don't live in fear, and I believe we're dominant. And if it come down to the toll, it'd be like war pigs. It comes to the tally. Victorious.
You just referenced an Ozzy song, by
Yes.
the way, right? That's Ozzy.
War
War
Pigs.
Pigs.
Generals gathered in the
Massive.
just like
It's a great tune. Great tune.
Great tune, great guy.
Great stuff.
So big election. I mean, it's very pivotal.
Did you guys get surveyed? They got people going around
it's not-
surveyed.
They've been
It's
knocking on my
not-
door every week. I just got a flyer in the mail today.
On the phone.
plus all the text messages you get.
Oh my God! How do they get my number, man?
It's exhausting.
It's just crazy.
Every day.
Oh, everybody's number's out there.
Yeah.
There's
True,
no,
but, I
there's no
mean-
hiding that.
Right.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
mean,
voting. You're damn right I'm voting.
Now it says, you know how you get the tag when someone calls, like it says scam likely, or it might
Yeah.
say someone's first and
Yeah.
last name. It says political call on there now. That's
Oh,
how
I-
frequent
it
it's happening.
does?
Yeah, I got one 2 days ago.
Interesting.
I was like, nope, not doing it.
Or answering one time, just tell them I'm a fucking political refugee.
From Cuba.
Yeah.
Cuba, I'm from fucking Cuba.
Call about that car warranty, bad.
Emilio Venga, I know that name.
Come on, I don't know anything
Venga,
about that.
venga,
La Venga.
venga.
No, can't do it. All right, B, what do you got, man?
So breakdancing in the 2000s. You guys see the breakdancing
It's
that this
terrible.
whole shit
Absolutely
shit
terrible.
parade that went down at the Olympics? I thought it was.
Sick of that fucking.
You're tired of it. That's the way the
Oh,
night's
yeah.
going. We're gonna start throwing fucking tables and shit here in about 10 minutes. So for those that don't,
Next time we're doing this by candlelight. Fuck it.
I'm telling you, man, we're all gonna be wearing speedos. We're gonna be oiled up.
It's gonna,
Eric, you'll help us
it's
with
gonna
the
look
oil,
like
right?
we're trying to.
No?
It's gonna look like we're trying to vote somebody off the island. They're gonna have those torches behind us.
Eric, can you put the oil on her back?
Right there. Oh, right there, right there. Can you itch that for me? Breakdancing will not be part of the 2028 Olympics. That's it. They shot the go. It was very embarrassing to say the least.
What country was the guy that had the green, like the green out?
It was in Australia. And,
Bro,
I mean, this
that
looked
was
like some
terrible.
fucking moves from a 1980s Michael
I thought I
Jackson
was at
video.
the-
This was not breakdancing, guys.
I thought it was at the Premier Center again.
Yeah.
Watching these kids break dance.
When did this
Terrible.
become a thing?
I don't know.
Breakdancing, Olympic sport.
And so, yes, I seen it when it was happening. I'm like, is this like some kind of like Mad TV special or something? Is this some kind of a joke to mock the
reason I
Olympics?
thought-
But it was real.
I mean, give it
I
up
think
to
it
people
was
that can
so
dance.
bad because they weren't doing it on cardboard. If they would have had cardboard or some fucking linoleum,
Yeah.
it would have been a little better.
So it's interesting because I seen this was posted I think through CBS Sports or something like that on one of the online platforms there, and so I started reading the comments, right? So some of the funny comments were, "What's next? A competitive masturbation Olympic?"
That prick you.
One guy said,
prick you.
"I'm a former breakdancer. This is a disgrace to the breakdancing community." So this is an old dude. He's probably still got his Adidas freaking suit and
yeah.
everything.
I mean, Cheech, you used to dance, man. You still dance. I saw you out there at
Yeah.
Dodge Park.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
appreciate
Down a little bit.
dancing. It
Oh,
takes
yeah.
skill, but I mean, come on, Olympic sport.
Yeah,
I
Olympic
don't know.
sport, no way.
Another guy named Gale or something. It's air guitar competition, but there is an air guitar competition that's out there. And
In
someone
the Olympics?
No, not in the Olympics.
Exactly.
But there's ESPN2 was carrying that, and they also had something about this stick horse racing. Have you guys seen this? This is real. I'm not making this shit up.
Stick horse.
Eric, you seen it? Really?
It's hilarious.
Are you in a fantasy league with the stick horse racing people? No. Dude, it's stupid. I mean, did you see what it looked like? It was fucking ridiculous. It's like people walking around like, sticks like little kids got, like the little horses had on. And these are adults who are jumping on these sticks. And there's people
Have they
like
actually
at the
racing with them?
Yeah, no, it's like the Westminster. They got obstacles and shit. They got to jump over hurdles and everything. And I
It's
was
the
like,
Westminster.
whatever.
Not minister.
Minister? Can I get an amen? I was thinking
It's
minister.
the dog. It's the dog with the
Feel
white
the
collar.
power.
Hey, I don't know about that, but Hollywood's like, I got a stick you could jump on, man.
Jump on, jump on. Yeah.
I mean,
I'll play.
What's next? Midget throwing? I mean, what starts
I
and
wouldn't have
ends
a
this
problem with
madness,
that.
dude?
I would not have a fucking problem with it.
Right? What?
You love it, man.
Riding a stick? Which?
I mean, the fucking midget, I would have
Hell
no
yeah,
problem.
man. Lucky Leprechaun got that going on.
One of the strange news: a dedicated gamer from Saudi Arabia earned a Guinness World Record by hooking up 444 video game consoles to a single TV. Now think about it, guys.
Who the fuck does that?
Guinness has a lot of weird records, right? World
Yeah.
records. So this
Yeah.
was one that you would really have to be a serious nut into gaming to see if there was any kind of world record, and he had to break it. So he hooked up 444 consoles. He had to use more than 30 RCA switchers. Eric, you like this, right? And then more than 12 HDMI switchers and various other modes for connection. He said the setup required careful cable management. Very important thing, he said, was we can relate to that, right? Imagine hooking up 444 game consoles. He said he used all the tools he had available in the market to order and organize all these cables. The bigger question to me was like, why and who in the hell needs 444 game consoles? Like, I didn't even know that existed. I mean, think of all the game systems that were out in all the years. Did it total 440? It just seems weird, right?
Yeah.
So actually, you guys can't see this there's some pictures of what this dude's room looks like. And it's just, it's crazy. I mean, this is real.
Wow.
So yeah, this guy was
That's creepy.
excited to do that.
That's
and
fucking creepy,
Yeah,
man.
it is. It's messed up.
it's very strange, but yeah, that's really all I had for news, Philly. Over to you.
That's
Look
interesting.
at the dog.
So,
Look at him. He's just chilled.
did you guys hear about this? Illinois school teacher sentenced to 9 years in prison for stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, from the school district. So she was ordering up over 11,000 cases over 2 years, and she finally got caught.
What's for dinner tonight? Chicken wings.
Chicken wing.
More chicken wings.
You get them wings on the black market, man. You know what I'm
Tell you
saying?
what, man.
I just thought that was wild, man.
Very crazy.
And then Taylor Swift ends Kanye's streak of #1 albums on the Billboard 200. So
No
I think
surprise.
he was on a roll. You know, Taylor. You know, there's a lot of Swifties out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is. So
They say that's over. They said Kelsey didn't travel to somewhere, and they said it's done.
Oh,
Might be
they're
done.
breaking up.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Well, according to them
I
tabloids.
did
in
have one
Philly.
more news story.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
So Pickle Rage One of America.
Talking to my heart,
I
man.
knew this would catch your
He's
attention.
talking to
You
my
say
heart.
damn pickle rage.
I said pickle rage. So this is
Hey, there you go.
a pickleball arena that's opening up
Are you getting
near
pickled?
us. This is right up your alley.
Really?
This is right up your alley. This is in, where's this at?
I'm
Greer
surprised.
and
You
my
don't,
daughter,
I'm
yeah,
surprised you
they
don't
love
play
pickleball.
pickleball yet.
West Bloomfield. So
Is it?
Yeah, I figured that.
Have
you could
guys
actually
ever
play
tried-
pickleball.
have you
Scott
tried it?
Lesher.
Scott Lesher loves it.
Scott Lesher's a pickleball nut, man.
Is that like a pet rock type sport? Like, yeah, it's out there. It's cool. People know
No,
about it.
dude.
No, but have you played it?
I've tried it a couple times. It's fun.
For those like me that have no, I don't even know what pickleball. I've heard
Let's
of
fucking
it.
do it one
What,
night.
what do you
Let's
do?
do it.
What do you do?
It's
What's
half,
the concept?
It's half of a tennis court.
Okay.
So it's short. And there's two people on each side, and it can bounce once, and you just hit the ball.
So it's like ping pong almost, or
Yeah,
tennis in a way.
yeah,
and you
in
got
a
four
way.
players, right?
It's like a plastic ball that kind of bounces, you know?
So
Yeah.
where did the name pickleball come from? I don't understand the concept.
pickled.
But did it start
I'm
originally
pickled
with
by
like a
that name.
Vlasic or something? I mean, some guy was hitting the fucking ping with the ball with his fucking dick.
What's
They
the
call
game
it
the
pickle.
Italians play?
You got any fucking answers for us, Mr. Pickle?
he has nothing.
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing.
He's
that
pickled
mother is
himself.
fuck.
He's all pickled.
Got nothing for him. Cannot win with him.
And now win with him.
Go ahead, Cheech. My bad.
So Rachel Sadler of Lincolnton, North Carolina,
Never heard of it.
next.
was in a Save Mart in her local area, and she liked the particular color of a scratch-off $30 ticket. So she bought it, and she won $4 million.
I heard about that.
$4 million.
You taking a cash buyout,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
or you wanted to extend it out?
What
It's
did
either
she
that
get?
or we'll give you $150 a week for the next 27 years.
You
No,
get
give me the
$150 a
cash.
day
Cash.
till you hit
Give me
80.
cash.
Now I
Cash.
want
What'd she
all
take
that
home?
money. I'm paying the taxes. Give it
They
to me
said
now,
after
man.
taxes, she took home like 301.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, she's still not making as much as I am.
Great.
Oh man. All right, so let's talk sports, man.
Let's do
Yes.
So big
Yes.
news today. Well, locally, but not locally, but it's relevant to the Lions too. So JJ McCarthy, season-ending torn meniscus,
What a bummer, man.
has to go for surgery. Probably going to be the starter in Minnesota, but unfortunately, the season comes to an end. Your guys' thoughts?
Well,
Bad luck.
Yeah.
It's bad luck plus all these preseason games. I get it. You want to see what he can do at this level, and just a freak thing, man.
But there's only 3 games now, and go ahead, Hollywood.
I think he had it. And you know what I mean? They knew about it. It just wasn't to an extent like he could still play on it. And
I agree with
when
him.
they did the physical and everything, said, you know what, kid, listen, come on in here.
It's
You got it-
slightly
you
torn,
got it
but not
torn.
bad.
Let's get you in there, build you up.
Yeah.
Cheech, what did I tell you before we got on air? We just talked about that because I think it's something you could play with, you can live with.
Yeah.
I got a torn meniscus right now.
Right. That's what I told Cheech. I was like, you can do it. And I think if you look back at the Michigan season, there's a time where he didn't do much at all, much throwing, much running, any of that. So with a great team, I think you can hide something like that.
Oh, yeah, for
Protect them. Great offensive line,
Yes.
great solid run game, really good defense. You don't have to put up 1,000,000 points. And he got through it. They won a national championship. Maybe he was feeling good, feeling better, maybe it rested, but then you make one wrong cut, slip something, now you're done.
And you got to ask yourself this. You from a management, I got a lot of money invested in you.
Yeah,
Let's get it done now.
exactly.
So we don't get this worse.
Yeah, he's our
And
future.
this bites us down. You are the future of this organization.
100%.
So he probably went in there and had some tears and
Yeah.
said, God, because he looked sharp.
Sure.
But let's get it done now.
Well, look at Stafford, right? You brought that up earlier
Yes,
when he,
shoulders.
tore his shoulder up,
Yep.
missed a year basically, early in his career, but came back, Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah.
Super
And you
Bowl
knew
winner.
who went through that too. What he was saying was Phil Simms.
Yeah.
He said, he goes, I was kind of built like Stafford. I didn't have the nice cap shoulders, and I got drove in the ground, and next thing you know, I was out for the year. So I built my shoulders up to take them hits.
Yeah.
When they grab you in your arm, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like,
Yeah.
And that's what hurt Stafford. And it was sad because we're like, oh, there he goes again, man. Damn.
Well, you take the hit, but then you got a 310-pound guy,
Yes.
Driving you
Yes,
into the ground too.
Yes.
That's not going to help shit.
For sure.
So I agree with the move. I think get it done now, and as you still got good pieces, and Darnold's going to be taking over. So I think you're going to be okay. I really do.
Sucks because you think about being a Minnesota Vikings fan. You were excited to think, okay, our future. You know, they've already put him
Yes.
as a starter, and
Yeah.
he's got to work his way to the NFL and stuff like that. They always play that hard to get type shit, but
Sure.
you know, hit the future probably by mid-season if they weren't doing much, he's going to be your starter. But I agree with what Sal just said. I think that he came in with some kind of a condition that may have already been there.
Yep.
Because meniscus can be forgiving, but if you already had a slight tear and you really jacked it up,
Yeah.
you're going for surgery. That pain just radiates.
Well, because
man.
when it first came out, I thought of my son because he had that surgery or a couple years ago, and he was back within 7 weeks.
Okay.
And the way surgery is now in technology, you can come back real fast.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little surprising to see that he's out for the season for that, but that's why we think there's something else there. Or it
And
was
I-
there already.
And I think it's good too that don't push it.
Yeah,
This
for sure.
this
Why?
is your money, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we'll get through it. We want to take care of you.
Yeah.
We already see what you got, and and his biggest thing, and I know he's probably going to hurt. It's probably going to come out. Is he wanted to show everybody why you would pass on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
He
won't
was-
pass on me.
Yeah.
He was what, the 10th pick?
10th overall, I believe.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
But there was sputters about him being as early as 1 or 2.
yeah,
Some
Yeah, I
people believed in
remember
him that
that,
much.
yeah.
You look what he did in that first preseason game. He looked great. Looked
Yeah.
really good.
he had Jefferson on that dime, boy. I mean, on that dime.
I mean, he had the top passer rating of all the rookie quarterbacks. So I don't know. Well wishes. Future's
Yes,
still bright
absolutely.
for him.
Yes,
get healthy,
absolutely. No
get
doubt,
right.
No doubt.
He'll be back.
Talked
You know.
about injuries, but how about our Detroit Lions? Coach Campbell came out today and talked about these injuries with Gibbs,
Banged up.
CD, Herndon, Hooker. He got
And
banged
the
up a
rookie.
little bit. Yeah.
The rookie's banged up.
Yep, you're talking about what was it? He said that Gibbs, I think that was probably the biggest concern for most of us is, he's starting
Yeah.
running back.
Yeah.
Hamstring, right?
He Campbell said he thinks he's going to be just fine. He thinks he's going to be good. That was his words. CD got his hammy. I guess he's dealing with that. So, and then Hooker, good chance he plays this Saturday against Kansas City.
That guy, man.
So-
Wow. He's got promise. Watching
Hooker?
that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's,
does.
He's a
Promise.
big, lanky dude.
He
man.
is
He's got
big.
size.
I like
He's
him.
big. He's big like Calvin Johnson big, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very tall, stature,
Yeah.
lanky kind of guy, but he's got the wheels, but he's a slinger, man. He's kind of like Mike Vick. He likes
Yeah.
to throw that rock, man, deep.
It was kind of nice to see him run that DB over, though.
Wasn't it?
I mean,
Hell yeah.
and I think that's where he got the concussion. We went through there. But like everything as we know, when you're in that high profile, we got to anything. We're not taking the chance.
Yeah.
We're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Put these guys in bubble wrap.
Gibb too. I think let's just be cautious on this. We haven't even started the season yet, so let's set them down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it's tough. You don't want to lose these guys before the ball gets
Hell
rolling.
no.
'Cause then you lose steam right off the get go.
Yeah.
You don't want that to happen.
Phil, I think with all the, the practices, like we went to the Giants and practiced with them, and every year we practice with another team. So you're kind of getting a feel for the game against an opponent.
Yeah.
What's scary is that, the NFL wants to cut preseason down another game. They want to go to an 18-game schedule.
And they should.
And I believe that. I think 2 preseason games is enough. You got enough, conditioning, and you got mini camps for rookies, and you get to see a lot of who your players are. And if you do the inner, practice with other teams, I think you get more development out of that. But man, you lose a lot of good people every preseason.
Every year.
And it's not over. You're going to hear some bigger
no.
names come up that we'll be like, damn man, I was going to take that guy in my fantasy draft, which we're going to talk about that too. So.
Yes, sir.
So that was that was Roger Goodell's idea, was to subtract one of the preseason games and then give him an extra bye week, and then take 1 week before the playoffs. So then the Super Bowl would be the Sunday before President's Day in February, which a lot of people have that day off.
Yeah.
A lot of
That was
people,
one
but
of
not
the-
me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. Same.
But I know what you're saying. That would bank
got the
for
day
a
off. You got
federal
that day off?
holiday. But
Hell
I wonder
yeah.
what the statistics are with people calling in for the day after Super Bowl. It's probably really
Oh,
high.
ours
I'm
is-
sure it's high.
I've been to a
Miller
few
said
Super Bowl parties, and I'm
congratulations, by
like,
the way.
man, I ain't gonna make it tomorrow.
Yeah, I usually take that day off ahead of time.
Yeah. Do you guys hear about this? And Phil, I'll let you go after this. Jim Harbaugh wants to hire Colin Kaepernick to be the Chargers, be part of the coaching staff
Let it go.
to help the quarterbacks.
Well, the problem was Kaepernick came out and said something. Someone asked him if he still wants to play, and he's like, yeah, that's the goal. We just need one of these owners to open up, blah, blah, blah. He's never going to quit, you know, so, but Jim's always back Kaepernick, so
Yeah.
it's his guy.
It's my
Whatever.
quarterback.
You know, it is what it is. It ain't going to happen.
How old is he?
He's got to be high 30s now.
I mean, giving the guy a shot at a coaching job makes more sense to me than giving him a shot to, you know, try out.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his, you know, didn't he do that private practice? And
Mm-hmm.
he had gone to like a high school field a couple of years ago. And
If I'm not mistaken, somebody offered him a contract, but it says
Yes.
it wasn't enough or something
Something
like
A
greedy.
backup or
Like,
something too?
Yeah.
They said
Yeah.
You're going to be a backup, and he didn't want that.
he had a roster spot and he turned it down. You're absolutely right.
But what happens if he gets a coaching job and he takes a knee? I mean, what do you do then? Then everything's up in war again. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
would
he'd
be
be that stupid. Look what chaos it caused the guy already. I mean, he could have his belief system, but you know what
But
he
he
did is
stands
what cost
behind
him
it.
his job in the NFL, and he got
I mean,
boycotted.
You still see it everywhere. I was at a graduation this past summer, and there's people that refuse to get up for the national anthem. So
Are you serious?
I did, yeah.
How disrespectful is that?
bothers me.
We don't agree with it, right? But
No, we
you're
don't.
You're going to see. You're going to still
You're
see
seeing
it.
more and more. This is the world we're in. It's like you gotta. It's like
I mean, you're living in America, man. Honor your country. Honor your flag. Do not sit there and, you know, you can have a protest, but have it in your own head. We all have our own opinions on things. Sometimes you just keep your mouth shut and keep it to yourself.
They're out there right now fighting for our country.
That's right. And you talk about wars coming and stuff
Yeah.
like that. These are the same cowards that are taking, you know, refusing to stand up. That pisses me off personally. It really does.
any color, every color's out there in the war. Every color is in there in the military
Yeah.
fighting.
Tell that to the guy that got his legs blown off. you know,
Kaepernick is
something like that.
36, by the way. Shout out to Gumzilla. Thank you for
Gumzilla.
fact checking that, Gumzilla.
Damn
Thanks,
you,
Gumps.
Gumzilla.
We need
Damn you,
to
damn
review.
you.
So if you hear us rambling on, please,
Got the
Al,
people
do
at
us a
home
favor,
working
man.
for us, man. Look at that.
That's
Love it.
right.
Damn.
They're not on our payroll, by the way. Not yet.
And Gumzilla's got his wrestling podcast. Want to shout him
Yeah,
out? He
great
just
job,
launched it last week. So, yeah, look for that.
I like Gump so much, I've incorporated him into some memes lately.
I know. We're in
got
trouble now.
He's great, man. He's
He's
a good
part
dude.
of the Wyatt Six.
And there's a
Damn you,
red,
Gumpzilla.
white, and blue guy right there. Gumpzilla, Al,
Great man.
shout out to you, kid, because I know
Yeah.
he's really big and proud, and so he's a family man.
Yep.
He has his faith and everything. He's actually a really good dude.
Yes, sir. Me and Gump go way back. Great dude.
Gump's a great guy. What else going on in sports, guys?
My last thing was Roman Reigns' return at SummerSlam.
God.
Over 205 million views, according to Sportskeeda. Largest, most viewed return of all time. The Tribal Chief Cheech. That's why I had you acknowledge us. Damn you. Damn you.
I acknowledge.
Meanwhile, this guy forgot to put his lay on. He's
Now
pointing
you
to the
gotta take it
side.
off.
I can't get it.
Yeah. I mean,
I look back at that and I'm like, pickled moment. Another one. I just see him often.
Hey,
It's crazy.
Roman is. We talked about it many times. He has taken wrestling to a different degree, and the family so deep, and now how he comes back, and which we were talking about, they were gonna totally change his whole like maybe different outfit and all that. No. He's coming back more vicious, to claim this is why I'm at the top of the mountain, and I love it, dude. I love it.
top guy for sure.
Yes, for sure, man.
Man. Hollywood, what else you want to talk sports-wise?
What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about the CC Lamb contract. Jerry doesn't seem to be bothered by it. He says,
I'll tell you something here, Applewood. We ain't too impressed with CD right now. We're still gonna go to work. We're still gonna go to battle, and we'll get to CD when we get to him. You understand?
and there's like no urgency. They said they can tag him for next year, but then they're like, well, what are you gonna do because you got Dak and somebody else to pay them? So it's just a big mess. He didn't show up,
Yeah.
so I mean, and Lamb's good too, man.
Now we talk
Hell yeah,
talk
he is.
fantasy stuff, right, all the time. So let me throw I'm gonna throw you one.
Okay.
CD Lamb to the Lions. 2 first-round picks and a third. Basically, what for Stafford? Would you do it?
No.
Because Campbell just came out and said they are dying for a wide receiver to step up.
Trevor Burks, go get him. I can't give you 2 first-rounders. What's coming out of college next year, and a third? I'm killing myself.
Could you imagine Amon-Ra, J-Mo and CD Lamb.
I gotta think that
my.
J-Mo's gonna really step it up, and hopefully Peoples-Jones plays like he did in Michigan.
Yeah.
We still need the fourth man.
The fourth man.
Trayvon Burks is there.
I got this.
Yeah.
I'm the fourth man.
Yes. But I think you're giving up too much for Lamb. I'll give you a first and a third.
But not the two.
I can't give you two.
How old is CD Lamb?
Gumzilla, check that for us.
What, 26, 27?
Yeah, he's pretty young. He's only been in the league, what, three years?
He's
I
still
think?
young. Still
Yeah.
very young.
But remember now, when you get CeeDee Lamb, it's all of him. So what that means is your production's cutting down, Laporta. Brown, yours is cutting down, and Jane. And you're going to have a big old debacle. Because CeeDee Lamb, I'm the man here. I want the ball. I just don't know if it's worth it.
He's a stud. I mean, 6'2", 200 pounds. He's ranked as the number 2 overall
He's
receiver.
25.
25. He's a young.
But
guy.
I will tell you this. Only person I would give that to, you better give me Jefferson all day long from Minnesota. Only guy I would give 2 firsts and a third all day.
But Jefferson ranks number 5 according to my trusty magazine, Phil.
You know why, though? Because
Why?
the quarterback situation.
Quarterback, you're right.
That big of a man
You're right,
with that
you're right,
speed and them
you're right.
moves.
You give him the
all
right
day long.
arm,
Yeah.
Jefferson's probably a better
day
pick.
long.
I'm with you, man.
Same thing with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I think he'd be higher, too. Still, even though he's older, I think he's one of the best guys. You look at that guy's release. Watch that Netflix show. This guy's just a technician. He
Yeah,
doesn't-
I
he
started.
hasn't
I
had a
started
quarterback
watching it
either.
last night. I watched like half
Really
the
good
first
show.
episode.
It'll
I thought
break
so.
your heart towards the end because they got Amon Ra in it,
Yeah.
and it just rewinds you back all the way through the playoff run. That
He's a
49ers
beast, man.
game.
That
Yeah.
guy, that
Yeah.
guy is you're going to give up J-Mo before you give up Brown. I guarantee you that.
Now, how about that? First round, J-Mo and a third. Do you do it?
I can't give you J-Mo with the first round and then a third.
I think Jamo's going to have a big year.
He's killing it.
I
in
think he's
training
going to
camp.
have a huge
I mean, you know
year.
what I mean? I don't want this guy eating the ass end of fucking Easy E. You know what I mean? Come back, he's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Why did we get rid of this guy?
He's like CD.
You know what I'm saying? I'll give you J-Mo in a first rounder, but I'm going to need a pick back,
Yeah.
okay? Because remember,
Easy-
like we talked
Easy
about.
E just called an Uber. He's gonna get the fuck out
Right,
of here.
right. Camera's been off for 2 minutes already. He's like, screw you guys.
We love you, Easy.
Yeah, in a thing where you called like, how's this locker room going to be? We cannot disturb the locker room
Yeah.
because once we disturb that, our biggest thing is, and I believe is key, we got to land a number 2 strong quarterback. Because if Golf gets hurt,
I agree.
we are in
Yeah,
trouble.
you're
We don't
right,
know
you're
what
right.
the potential of Hooker is. And
Yes,
we're going to
yeah.
see a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
what he went to protocol for concussion, right? And now it's kind of like, now let's see what happens. But we definitely have to have that backup. It's
What is out-
so
what is out
imperative
there
in the
right now?
NFL.
What is out
man.
there for the agent?
I think the best person out there is Ryan Tannehill.
You think?
That's a name. There's experience. We're
Yeah.
at 50,
He's a veteran.
55 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at 55 right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
You signed Jake Fromm. I mean,
where's that dude from?
he's the
kinda-
guy on the Netflix show.
But
He played for Georgia.
QB1
Georgia
Georgia.
Bulldogs.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding quarterback.
Yeah, he was really good in college, but I don't know, man. I think
Fuck,
Hooker's
he
got a
was
lot
in-
of potential.
He was
though.
in college for like 8 years. That guy.
Yeah, I think he's a doctor. Now.
Yeah.
Did you go after a Mac Jones? I mean,
I think he signed somewhere though, didn't
Did
he?
he?
I think he's with Jacksonville or something like that.
Well, Sudfeld looked like shit.
oh, he's got.
I ain't gonna
he's got
lie.
it.
We watched that
Terrible,
game,
man.
Philly. We were watching it up there in Traverse City, but I was like, man, this guy
He's
looks
done.
terrible.
That guy-
man.
That
Like,
project has to be over.
would-
yeah, it's done.
I would take C Rebel before Sudfeld.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
all
called
day
him
long.
dud filled.
It was god awful. I'm like, this is not an NFL quarterback.
So does the name Anthony Amaretti, does that spark anything in your head?
Not really.
This
no.
is the pole vaulter from France that fucking knocked the bar off with his dick. Did you see that? So this guy was a pole vaulter. He goes up, flips over, and his dick hit the bar and knocked it off. You can Google it. You can see the video.
Some would say
He did not win a medal, but this guy won in life like nobody's
I was
business.
gonna say,
he's got a
man.
porn star contract.
Right,
You want to give him.
right. He just signed a huge deal with Red
Yeah.
Tube, very large.
What do you do, son?
Fantastic.
I'm pole vaulter.
Literally.
Yeah.
The meat took
Let me demo this thing for you.
Holly was like, you know what happens when my dick hits the bar.
Is that a Hollywood? That was a Hollywood Nights referral. I wrapped it with his dick. Who just did that? Was that you or
Yeah.
Hollywood Nights?
Hollywood
right?
Nights.
Great movie.
Did you ever see the Volt?
I remember
the
that
Volt
movie.
person that went up and then came down on the pole.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Almost pierced
Brutal.
himself.
Brutal.
And the brown eye, the stink eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about flag football coming to the Olympics. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Flag football, an Olympic sport.
No, come on,
Easy
man.
shaking his head no.
He says
They're
no.
reaching, man. This is crazy.
I mean, if
just
you're
like,
doing straw horses, break dancing, I like flag football better than those things.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean?
If I had to
So
pick out
if
of
that's
those
the
three.
bar now, shit, me and Easy are going to go out there.
That's it.
Omaha, Snow Angel, one, hot.
You know what the best? Yeah, you know what the
do
best
shit.
part about the Olympics was this year was the swimming and the volleyball, and that's sad to say.
The surfing I thought
Yeah,
was
they
cool as
started
hell
from
too.
the
man.
very beginning. They fucked it up.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
But, I mean, so total medals. We beat China, though, right?
142.
Yeah,
beat China.
we were the king
China.
shit on Turd Mountain over there.
142.
Literally, the lake was filled with feces. The swimmers, you guys heard about all that. It was
Yeah.
a hot mess in Paris. They
Terrible.
weren't.
They
suited
got it
for
wrong.
Got to do better.
Yes,
Gotta do better.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
It's in L.A. in 4 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
Summer
back home,
Olympics.
so let's get it right, guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
a lot going on.
Lots going to change, I believe.
Yeah, so any more news or sports you guys want to wrap out? You good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, let's get into the fives of the week.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. 139. So today, the fives of the week is power couples. Want to try something a little bit different,
Nice.
something we haven't done in a while, you know, maybe get some ladies' takes and opinions. So for mine, one that comes to mind is, even though they're not together anymore, you look at that time they were together and their net worth, it's got to be Brady and Giselle. I think they're going to be on most lists. But for the time, their net worth, I mean, you talk about a supermodel, the best quarterback of all time. That's a power couple to me, man. And I know it's ended, right?
Yeah.
I get that. And there's going to be a few on the list where there's a lot of it's topsy-turvy.
Yep.
But, man, for that time, was it like 15 years, something like that? Changing the game, man.
And she made more money than he did, didn't
Oh,
she?
ain't no doubt about that.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a bad bitch.
it's wild.
Yeah.
You never want it to end that way. That's why I put it fifth on my list, because obviously it's over, but
Yeah.
their run is pretty impeccable. So, what do you think, B?
No, I like it. That's a solid pick. I went with Siegfried and Roy. Fuck you guys.
Who in the fuck
You know,
is that?
someone's got to loosen this shit up.
Frick yet?
In no necessary order, I went with Beyonce and Jay-Z
Ooh.
because they're revenue makers.
Yeah.
They're
Ugly
powerful.
mother.
They're very powerful,
This is a
and
ugly
they
mother.
they got all kinds of pull in the music
She is,
world,
man.
and they
And she's-
they
yes.
print
Oh,
money.
Man,
she's
she's
so
drop
fine.
dead. She's fucking
Yeah.
hot.
Okay, you guys put your dicks back in your pants. We're just talking about the money. All right, you
We're
got, man, I'm gonna
bricked.
bang
We're
that
bricked.
chick,
Getting
man.
bricked up over here. Yeah.
Why is that table raising over there? Damn, man.
Wait, we're losing connection over here. God damn it, Holly, put the shroom away.
About to see another blackout, motherfucker.
Oh, my dick's bigger than his. All right. So I put Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Nice.
Hollywood.
This one's going to blow your mind. Ozzy and Sean.
Oh, damn it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
I love them too, man. Just, you know, the show they had on the family and everything, how they come up, this and that. You know, Ozzy wouldn't be here if she wasn't with him. Ozzy would have
agree.
been gone long.
Yeah,
I
he's-
said 15. I'm going to go back to 20.
Yeah.
That woman is the pillar to Ozzy. There was times when she told him, he said, Sean, I couldn't go on the stage and fucked up. She says, Ozzy, you have to go. Them people are waiting for you. They're actually in the background. She's like, come on, you got this. You got this. That woman has been through, I mean, just what a great man, too. And her, that's one of my favorite couples. you know, and the relationship, how they would talk about one another, and it was just nice. You know, they had little struggles back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drugs and all that shit. But that woman stayed right there and hung by her man.
Oh, yeah.
facts.
And he had nothing but to say good things about that woman.
I mean, she's got to be a strong woman if there's rumors of your hubby snorting ant sprays at a concert. You know what I mean? This guy was out there. He was wild, man.
She says,
The rock and roll lifestyle's a bitch,
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you, do some weird shit.
Ozzy, the time you cheated on me, I couldn't I don't remember. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know,
I seen him at the Palace.
one dribble in my ass. Who said I had up to 3 or 4? It's all a lie. It's all a
I seen him
lie.
at the Palace in probably like 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
And he did not, he sounded great, but he didn't move from that microphone the whole time. And he just like, you know, he had this little thing next to him where he could like lean on it.
Yeah, he was no Mick Jagger, that's for
No,
sure. He was
he's
just
no Mick
holding on
Jagger.
to his, you know, something with stability.
2019, I think it was. Pine Knob was the best fucking concert with Ozzy.
Really?
I loved it, and it's always in my heart. And me and Mateo went there, and he was like, "Who's Ozzy?" I said, "The Prince of Darkness, son. You will see."
Mateo or Medulla?
Medulla. Shout out to one of our biggest followers, Medulla. We
Medulla,
recognize you
Medulla.
today, fella. We put you out there.
You
big-
working and you
big
grinding
man.
Medulla. I got you, man.
Medulla.
But yeah, I looked over and my son just singing a song. I'm like, well, this boy, he don't know shit about it, but he's like, I like this.
That's
I
sweet,
told
man.
You'll
Yeah.
never see this ever.
No.
A darkness. In
Sammy T and I went to see Ozzy at I want to say it was Joe Louis, and it was back when the Oz craze was huge, man.
Yeah.
And we went there and we got main floor, and you know let me see your cigarette lighters, and everybody's bicking up and shit. You know, it looked like the place was gonna go up in flames,
Yeah.
and then he had a hose. And he was squirting people all over the, you know, in the main floor. It was crazy. He's
Good
like
performer.
fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, if you like rock and roll,
Awesome.
it was a good
he's
show. I ain't
amazing.
gonna lie.
I seen him. I was about 10 years old, and my older brother, he's passed away now, but he told my mom and dad that we were going to see Kansas, and he took me to see fucking Black Sabbath. That was
What
bad.
was your
Unbelievable.
What was your first concert?
Kiss?
Hollywood
Kiss.
first concert.
I don't remember.
Boy, I'm gonna really look really weak. Huey Lewis and the News was my first concert.
That was good.
Eric, did you like him?
That
He was a thing back
explains a lot.
then. You know, but
Bro, you just answered like 27 questions that I had about
listen,
you.
I stepped up my A game from that point on forward because Huey Lewis was big back
Yeah.
in the 80s.
And another
You
one.
know,
How could you go worse than that?
I mean, it's soft.
All
I
right,
should have
Chief.
just lied and said something
You're
like
up.
Donny Osmond or something. I don't know.
I have Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Oh,
and they're
very
not,
good.
they're not even married.
Yeah, they've been together.
Very
And they've been
forever.
together forever.
He's
Yeah.
been hitting that for
Who's the
a long
daughter?
time.
Kate Hudson
Kate Hudson, yeah.
is their daughter. Yeah.
And she's pretty hot too. But go
Yeah,
to
she's
think,
beautiful.
man, that's
Is that the one with Verlander? Kate Upton? No.
No, you're thinking of Kate Upton.
Upton.
Okay.
Yep.
Kate Hudson
it's
is their daughter.
Giselle, not or Cazelle. Man, I tell you, man, got that Cazelle, that Giselle.
Got that gazelle, man.
She live in Africa, man.
Like that loop,
You know?
man.
That's a
They
good
were
one.
both in and out of movies like their whole career, and
Yeah.
but they've always stuck together.
It's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
Very good.
I might have whittled one out as a teenager to one of her posters, Brett.
Nice.
I had
You
the
were serious
Farrah
about that?
Fawcett poster.
Yeah.
Did you guys have the Farrah Fawcett
Oh hell
poster?
yeah!
Oh,
and
fuck yeah.
those
With
little
the
hard nips.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the burnt orange
Yeah, man.
one piece.
Still got it, dude. Still got it. It's
iconic.
little corner pieces. and stuff.
Iconic.
Damn you. All right, so I'm going to dip into movies a little bit.
All right, here we go.
Boy, here we go. What
I'm going
do we got?
Henry and Karen Hill from The Goodfellas as a power couple because they stayed together through all that bullshit.
yeah.
Ray Liotta
All
and
the
Lorraine
crazy-
Bracco,
That's right.
or Bracco, through all the bullshit. She was dumb to it all.
But she stood by.
with the money, Karen?
Yeah.
You fucking that
Yeah,
whore.
no, she's.
And even though he turned out to be the rat, but they made it all the way through.
Dude, I hate him for that, dude.
Trials
I
and
hate him.
tribulations, but you got to admit, that's
rat.
Bonnie and Clyde shit, though, man.
That was
they made
good
it all the way
stuff
through.
right there.
Hell yeah.
Good pick. Very good.
Very,
pick.
very good. Very good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Am I up here, Philly?
Yeah.
Bill and Hillary Clinton. Now, I only say, listen,
I
did
not have sex with that
thank you, Bill. We know it was,
She had sex with me.
little you know, it was a power load. I get it.
I took the stand and shot the goo.
Do you think that was a good
She was
relationship?
under
Like
the
a power-
stand.
that was-
The political side of this is what I'm thinking power, right?
Oh, yeah.
For the
Oh, yeah.
Democratic side, they have a lot of influences on people
yeah.
to this day, believe that. And, you know, that's why there's so much banter going on between Trump and her at that point in time
They
when she was
hate her
running.
ass, man, what she
But
did.
I know I'm not saying I'm a fan, but from a power couple and people that have some influences, that's kind of why I picked them too.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But Bill could play a hell of a sax,
Yeah.
you know? Probably play a lot of other stuff too, but.
I heard Monica can play a hell of a sax.
Oh, yeah, skin flute. Playing the skin flute.
Could I ask you a
Hot cross
question?
buns.
Was he playing sax for fucking Huey Lewis?
Gay! That was so. You even got to eat. Look at Eric's laughing, man. Check him out. He finally cracked his smile. Good to have you on board, E. Very good to have you on board. That was my pick. All right, don't pick on me because my next one's going to floor you.
All right, Hollywood.
I'm going to go with George W. Bush,
Damn you.
the father.
What's good about
George and Barbara.
George and
Oh,
Barbara.
there- yeah.
I love them. I was like, man, just look at them, older couple.
I liked her hair.
Just amazing. What a beautiful woman. And she was always there with the man. And I like George Bush. He was a good man, the father. And I said, you know, this is how, you know, when you get older, you should have a type of relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good pick.
You know
They're
what I'm
very
saying?
classy.
Very,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
very classy,
I see that.
man. And Mama was classy, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah,
That's a good one.
yes.
Hollywood just like that Aquanet. And that perm, you know what I mean?
I like, man, I'm going to go up there and
yeah.
sniff her hair, man.
Hell yeah.
That's what I thought. Hold
Eric,
on.
you like Aquanet, Braz, or no? No? Okay.
Too strong, very strong.
Cheech, what are you thinking, man? You're
Well, my guy is a George too, but I'm talking about George Jefferson and Wheezy, baby. George Jefferson and Wheezy. That's what I'm
that.
talking
I like
about.
That's a,
like
that's
That was a
good
great
one, man.
show,
I
man.
love that.
Very cool. Yeah, they were a power couple, kind of
Yeah.
in a way.
Now, here's a little fun fact.
Here we go.
So the sister was married to the white guy, right?
Yes.
That's Lenny Kravitz's mom.
That would be Tom.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? I know who you're talking about. That was
She was married to obviously the guy's last name is Kravitz, but
Right.
a white man, and Lenny Kravitz is their son.
wow. So he may have been the
So she
inception
was
on
true
the
to
set
her
or
role
something. Oh, well,
because
bend
she
that ass
had a
over, go
white
like that.
husband in real life, so she had the white husband
Tom
on
was
the
the cracker.
Tom was a cracker, yes.
Now, I
was
just
the
got to get
cracker.
so racist up in here,
It ain't
man.
racist,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
It's
What a
all
belt. We
That's
don't
what
even
George
have a
said.
belt
"Who your
tonight. That's
husband?"
all
She
right.
said, there he is, George. He a cracker.
That's I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's rather interesting.
Absolutely.
That's
Cool.
good stuff. I'm with you for my number 3. I had Jay-Z and Beyonce. I just think it's cool from Jay-Z coming from the streets, you know, from selling dope to making it as a rap mogul, a music mogul, and how big he's become. Hit music, you know what I mean? Part owner in franchises and whatnot.
And
you
what
know,
have you.
And they're just that's a power couple in the music biz, man.
Yeah.
No
that's
way
good.
around it. So go ahead.
Good minds think alike. I mean, you didn't say Huey Lewis, thank God, but I have a feeling this next one you and I will share. So I'm going to say Barbie and Ken. Think about it, man.
It's like saying King Kong and Godzilla.
And Cheech is staring at me like, this might be the biggest fuck up I've ever met in my
No,
life.
not at all.
But think about it,
I'm
Cheech.
enjoying it, actually.
This is really cool. So I researched
You're making
this.
it really easy.
I'm an easy target tonight. Let me tell you something. I
I
researched
love that
this.
hat, though.
Barbie, thank you. Barbie and Ken. When do you guys think the Ken doll came out? You know, every girl had a Barbie set.
I
Most
want to
girls.
say that fucker probably came out in the 80s, late 80s. No.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong. Anybody got a guess? I'm gonna say-
77.
Wrong. When did the Ken doll come out?
I'm gonna guess
Barbie needed somebody to play with.
84.
Nope. Easy E, one shot. 1961.
Damn, that's when Ken
19
came out.
I ain't
That's
seen
when
that
Ken
motherfucker.
came
I wasn't
out.
born then,
Holy
but I ain't
shit.
seen that motherfucker in the 80s.
And it was
I'm in.
around
I need someone to pay
90
my
where he
bills.
started his transgender thing.
Oh, God.
My jokes are going nowhere tonight. I
hear crickets.
Listen. 1961 is when the Ken doll came out.
Damn.
I was like
So
I'm
what?
thinking of
so what
reaching
year
for
did the
shit.
Barbie doll come out?
Probably in the 50s. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
It was like
She was single in the beginning.
right. But in all the cool stuff, because I know my sister had the Barbie set, and I was that guy that like took the clothes off to see what was underneath. You guys ever do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There's
you're
nothing-
admitting to it.
Nothing.
It-
Ken,
You never
Ken
did
had,
that?
Ken had the same shit.
I know. That's why I said trans. I'm like, they all look the same. They had the same shit going on. I'm like, what's going on here?
We lost about 100 listeners.
No, listen, man. It's a podcast. It
And we
doesn't mean.
gained 200 weirdos. But that's
Come on,
okay.
we need
They're
you. We
people
need you
too.
guys. Come on, it's crazy. But no, I said, yeah, Barbie and Ken.
Okay.
63 years together, by the way. It's great stuff.
That is huge.
Great stuff. All right, that was what I had.
Hollywood.
I'm gonna go with the biggest icon, and that would be Elvis Presley and Priscilla.
Tommy.
Nice.
Never crossed my mind. Good one.
Alone tonight.
Tommy.
Oh yeah, they were so fucking big and Biggie and if any of you see that movie, when at the end, it's just heartbreaking, because he knew he lost his babe, and it was Elvis, them or me, and he held that hand tight, and he couldn't. He was so sucked in.
Yeah, he couldn't leave it.
He couldn't leave, and it was sad because
Yeah.
he loved that woman. And it's like you gave up that, and you guys were powerful. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just sad. So, and Elvis is one of my big. I love Elvis, and yeah, I'm going Elvis and Presley.
I'm on sugar.
Now, did they stay married to the end? Like to the very end? Was he with Priscilla? Or
Yeah.
They never separated. They never got divorced.
I thought it towards the end, right?
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
because he kept
they-
doing drugs, stayed on the road.
Okay, and that's
you know,
why
yeah.
she
Yeah.
couldn't
She
handle
walked
that
away.
no
He
more.
was young when he died, man. He was like
42.
42.
Died on a toilet.
Died on the shitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Imagine that.
Yep. Sad.
What a way to go.
The king.
Yep.
Yep.
That sucks. Cheech, what do you got, man?
What do I have for you? Sonny and Cher Bono.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Very nice.
I like that.
She's still hot.
Sure.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why is she with this motherfucker, man? I'm like, God, man, she's hot.
Oh, Sonny Bono.
Oh God.
And how did he die? He hit a tree skiing.
Yeah,
Boom,
Yeah.
dead. Bro,
they were a power couple. You're right.
they were.
Yes, they were, Sonny.
I loved his haircut. Did you like it?
Just
The
straight
old the
across
bowl.
it.
It was
Oh,
beautiful. That's the next wig I'm buying. Like, Sonny Bono hair.
Cher's iconic though, man.
Oh, she
that
is.
Hair, like everything about it. Iconic.
Yeah, she's for her age, she's holding her own.
She's in her 70s.
Well, I know, but she's, I'm sure she's had some, but maybe it's just
Oh,
good
I'm
genes.
sure. I'm
maybe
sure
some
she's had-
surgery. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
All those gypsies, champs, and thieves.
That's part of the song, is it not?
The third man.
We may have lost some listeners or viewers because of my comment, but Cheech, you're going to gain a few over 70 people
that
on
your
this
third
freaking
one?
podcast. This is good stuff. Great stuff.
After love. Yeah, that is my third one.
That is
Was
your
that-
third.
yeah, that's three.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
we're on 4. So
Yes,
my number 2 is Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, the daughter of Vince McMahon, born into wrestling. Triple H was a wrestler, that hardworking blue collar guy.
Yes.
Now he's head of creative. Stephanie was part owner. She left the company when her dad had all those sexual allegations. Stayed tight and married. Now he's got WWE as big as it's ever been. So together they were just monsters in the game, and they broke down barriers. And it's so worldwide now than it's ever been. And those two had a lot to do with it, and that continuity and building brands. Guys like Logan Paul, bringing in Mike Tyson. Tyson Fury's been to events. The things they've been able to do, it's crazy. And I know it's a niche thing, but
Not really.
I love it, and I got a ton of respect for it. It's just a pure entertainment value, and those two are big pillars in that.
Yeah, it's
No doubt
huge.
about it. No
So
doubt
I mean,
about
I think that's a solid power couple. You
You're gonna love-
understand?
You're going to love my next one then. Fred and Wilma Flintstone.
I knew you were gonna have that. That's awesome though.
it. That is good. Yeah.
But,
I like
you
it.
know,
You're thinking outside the box. I do like it.
I could have went just for the money people. I could have went for
I like
Jimmy
that one.
Carter and Rosalind Carter because they were a power couple.
He's still alive.
Still
man.
alive and kicking. But I was thinking, okay, let me go back in the archives a little bit. And yeah, Fred and Wilma seemed to get along pretty good. And she put up with a lot of Fred shit. If you're a Flintstone fan like myself,
I like
own a
I like
shirt.
the vitamins.
Do you like it?
I
You're still
did. I
taking
used
them?
to.
I inject them now. I don't eat them anymore.
Let's ride with the
great.
family down the street
There-
with the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet.
When you're
With
with
the
the Flintstones.
Yeah, good time.
Was it
Great-
Yabba
great
Dabba Do
stuff.
time?
Yeah, but
I feel like we're doing a skit about sweaty balls.
Sweaty ball.
Schwammish.
Yeah.
So top that one, Hollywood. Fred and Wilma.
Lucy and Ricardo.
Nice.
He took it to the homeland. Look
Took
at
it to the house.
Yes.
Took it to the house right there. That's a big one.
Lucy.
Yes.
I loved it.
I'm old.
Yes, I loved it in the black and white.
Yeah.
And you just see it's like, oh my God, yeah. Ricardo was so smooth. You know, something you just don't forget. You know, that's another power couple.
You're gonna skip me then on the next one. That was my last
that
one.
too?
Yep, that's
Nice,
Yep.
that's good.
So
Stuff.
You got to think of another one. Come on.
I will. I'll come up with one more.
Oh, there's some out there.
Yeah, I gotta think what else I was thinking about here. That's solid though, man.
Yes, very good.
So mine is George and Wheezy's neighbors, Archie and Edith Bunker.
I was just thinking that. How sweet. I love it. Archie Bunker.
Yes, good one.
That was a great
Archie.
show.
Great.
That
Great
guy
show.
was so irritable. I loved it. I loved his character the whole time. And
What do
she,
you
Archie, she was just
No
in his
filter
ass
with
all the
that
time,
guy.
man.
No, I loved him.
Yeah, that stuff wouldn't fly in today's
Hell
television. Audience. They'd be like, "That's a little bit off
But it
subject."
should, though. It was harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it to Jefferson.
And they could joke about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Nowadays there was that's too much. I don't think we could do that. Let's put on some breakdancing. Let's do some horse trotting or something. Whatever, man.
So many out there.
You're gonna think I'm really soft for this one. Have you
Do
guys
it.
ever seen The Notebook, the movie?
I did see it.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
think a little bit about it.
So Allie and Noah, it's based in the 40s, true story, right? And I don't cry much, but this is a movie that brought me to freaking tears.
Did you quite the tear?
I'm not getting bricked up. I can just let you know.
I know, but we're talking couples, and I think there's power in love like that, though. Like,
that's good stuff.
She gets dementia. He stays by her side the whole time. The parents don't approve. They fought through all that shit. True love conquers all. That's what they say. So for me, that's a fucking power couple.
Okay.
Call
Yeah.
me soft, call me what
No,
you
true.
will.
No,
but
I mean, Samara just
true.
chimed in. She says you're getting a little something later, 'cause just being the nicest, genuinest, soft-hearted man I'll ever know.
I'll be waiting for you, baby.
There we
you
go.
Understand?
You understand?
Hey, listen, there ain't no shame in that game.
No, I thought it was a dope story, and
Did you try to hide your tears when you were crying? You're like, man, freaking hell,
this was
really
years
getting to
ago.
me, man.
This is an old ass movie too. It's
a
years
good
ago,
movie, though.
but it's a great movie. It won a ton of awards, and like I said,
That's
based on a true story. So they did a great job.
I cried when Rudy. Do you remember the Rudy,
why is
the
that-
movie Rudy?
Yep,
I
yep.
cried
Why
during
is that
that.
7-year-old pharmacist crying?
They just ran out of pills, man. Leave me alone.
You don't even know what show it is. He didn't come prepared.
Right.
He's reading off Google right now.
I've seen the fucking Sopranos, right? No, I haven't, but I'm gonna act like I did. What the fuck's going on over here? That's actually not a bad. So I
That's
did.
good.
I came up with one
That's
more.
awesome.
Bert and Ernie. What? Crickets again? What the fuck? I mean, Bert and Ernie. You know what I'm talking about?
He's really trying to sell it now.
That's two
Oh, he's
dudes.
trying to sell it, yeah.
Yeah, but so
They're
is
not a
Siegfried
power-
and Roy.
they're not a
But, I mean,
couple.
Bert and Ernie's kind of like they're a power couple, man.
He's trying to make it a couple.
Look, you talk about shit in the bed. I just shit the bed with this topic, man. It's horrible.
Live
Shit
from
the bed.
Ferndale,
I'm gonna
it's
go-
Bert and Ernie.
I'm gonna go kick my own ass for that stupid one. God damn. Maybe I had to loosen it up with one of my cheesy jokes again. I had one lined up, but
Can't wait for that.
You can't wait for it? Hold on, I'll find it. Yeah, fuck it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I got it somewhere. Oh, Hollywood. What do you call a herd of cows masturbating?
I don't know.
Beef stroking off. Thank you very much. I got to make up for a bad choice.
Oh, that was
okay?
better. That was a little better.
Sorry.
All right, yeah.
All right, Hollywood.
Top that shit.
My last, this is number 4 or 5.
This is 5.
5. As we all know, Randy Macho Man Savage and Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. She stood by that man thick and thin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a real relationship, or what was it?
Did he
they,
so, yeah.
they were together, right, in real life.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, I guess she.
But that was sweet, man. She was, Savage.
And I
was
guess,
something else.
yeah, Hogan and Savage didn't like each other because Macho was a little jealous of Hogan.
You see when he went to his house looking for her? I knew it, Hogan. I knew it. You had some of you snake.
Yeah, but Macho was on something, though. That was a problem.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of those wrestlers were on a lot
Especially
of shit.
in the 80s,
man.
90s, oh,
they're
yeah.
They
coked
said back
up
in the
like
day when he
crazy.
first started, he was so fucking crazy. They said, Savage is coming, because he had a baseball career, too. He said that he's a loose cannon, man. He just don't listen. This guy don't. He was, man.
This is Savage.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, what you mean?
He got young
Once
though,
he
didn't
started that,
he went out.
That
early.
voice,
he did.
A lot of them
stayed
did.
with it.
Yeah.
He didn't change it. Yep. He just stopped it. Yeah.
Veins popping out and everything else.
Oh yeah.
The Slim Jim guy. Cheech, what do you got? Number 5.
Iced tea and cocoa.
Samuel.
Give it up to Iced Tea, man. To
Hey,
hang
that's-
on to that.
I like that, though. That's a good one.
Now,
Different.
what was she? Was she a
Model.
model?
Model,
So she was a
Yeah.
model. Okay. I don't know what her career was.
I think she was the first one where you could sit a cup on her backside.
Oh, she had that voluptuous bubble butt going.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Ice-T, he's still doing TV shows and stuff, right?
I seen him.
Yeah.
I went to the LL Cool J show last summer, and he was in the lineup.
Nice.
Came out, did a couple songs. So an honorable mention would be Mike and Carol Brady.
Yes.
The Brady Bunch. Brady.
She said the first time that she kissed him on set, she knew he was gay. She goes, you could tell he was so nervous about it, and he was just like,
Do you think
It's
you
like-
think Alice knew too?
Ew.
Alice,
maybe.
she was dealing with Sam the
What was her-
Butcher's meat.
Sam the Butcher's meat. That's right. See, now that one would have been good. You didn't even.
See, I'm not as crazy as you think, man. I got a good memory sometimes.
What's your honorable mention?
You know, I really didn't pick one, to be honest with you. I'd be lying if I just said
I know it's
something
probably
random.
it's not going to be popular, but Barack and Michelle Obama, that's a power
Okay.
couple,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
In the political world.
LeBron James and Savannah. He knocked her up in high school, and he's still with her.
Yeah. No, that's
40
fact.
years old.
I got one for you. You might remember the Cunninghams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about,
Mr. and Mrs. Cunningham.
You got excited about that one, the Cunninghams. What about Vanna Wright and Pat
What was the
Sajak?
dad's name?
On the Wheel of
Howard
Fortune.
Cunningham.
Howard,
I
yeah, don't know.
loved it.
There,
He was-
no, maybe, yes. Okay. Yeah, kind
all
of
right.
weak again. Bert and Ernie. No, they ain't working. No.
Was it, what about
Edit that shit
David and Victoria Beckham?
Yeah.
You know,
David and
they've been together
They've been
forever.
together. But she's
Luke
kind
and
of a,
Laura, General Hospital.
yeah. Did you
Luke and Laura.
That's right.
All right, I gotta ask.
Just watching them, they would get deep too. I'm like,
Did you guys watch
take her shirt off.
soap operas?
What about Tony and Carmella?
Did you watch them?
There you go.
Tony,
Oh, that's a good one.
soap
yeah.
open. You guys ever watch them? Like,
Oh yeah. I mean, when you're at home, your mind, you're playing that shit.
You know who I thought you were going to say for sure? Is the it's the birds from Ozark.
I thought about it. The Snells,
Marty and Wendy.
and
Marty
the
Marty and
Snells.
Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Snells too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a whacked out thing. Yes, that would have been a good one. Sure would have been better than my last two picks.
Well, there's a lot of good ones, boys. So,
Yeah.
well, good job. We've had a little technical difficulties
Yeah.
tonight, but we powered through that.
Yes,
you
came
know, as we
together.
are alive.
We
Came
tried our
together
best.
nice.
Easy E, thank you for rocking with us. As always, brought to you by 24th Street Pizza and the rest of our sponsors. Visit us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Love y'all. Be good.
I said goodbye, vamos, adios.